Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. After getting quite a few requests for this, we are here to dive into the Xbox version of it to see how it's performing under the Sim Update 2 beta. So, without further ado, by the way, we're starting in the dashboard just for one, so people are like, they see that we're on the Xbox, because I do have a mouse set up because I don't like navigating the menus with just a controller, and two, just to see the load time. To get into the sim, we'll go through a range of different items like a free flight load in at a busy airport. We'll go into career mode and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let us dive on in. Let us begin. Hello Rex and Landing Channel and Sir Quack, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic Tuesday. My nose is still a bit of a mess, so excuse my nasally voice for the past couple streams. But yeah, I mean, everybody was asking me to kind of showcase the Xbox side of things, so I thought we may as well dive on into it and go from that. So, but yeah, hopefully everybody's having a great Tuesday. Great start to the month of April. Don't worry, no April Fool's nonsense here. So, just putting that out there as well. Well, that was a fast load. God dang. Alright. Nice. That's promising. Alright, so first thing I want to do is let's just go to Freeflight and let's just do it with an airliner. I know airliners have a lot of issues on the Xbox, so we'll do an airline flight just loading in just to see how long it takes to load into into the world. Let's see how long it takes. Oh, no, I mean, the map's coming in relatively quick, especially that it has to load in all the other stuff there. But we'll just park it up over here. We're not going to fly just yet. I just want to see what a load time is in Freeflight. I know the latest build helped kind of negate those issues that were happening with long load times, so we'll just see what's going on. But I want to dive into career mode with a bunch of different planes and just kind of see what's going on with it. So I'll try to cover as much as we can in the stream. I don't want it to go too long, so we'll just see what we got going on here. Load time was pretty much fixed for Xbox and SU1 in my opinion. The biggest problems for me are black screens near approach and it crashing after a certain amount of time spent. Interesting, okay. Because I don't think I've been in the Xbox version since before SU1. I could be wrong on that, but that was a very fast load time. Especially going into JFK with a 737. That's pretty amazing there. Frame rate's pretty decent outside the 737 as well. There's definitely been some improvements. Because I remember anytime you loaded in with an airliner, it was slow, it was laggy. So that's pretty nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and just start things up really quick. I think it's RB and up on the D-pad, or no, RB and down? Yeah, there we go. I still remember some of the quick buttons. So again, if you're just joining, this is on Xbox. I'm just using a mouse because I'm not using the controller for everything. That's just awful. I don't have enough USB ports on my Xbox for the keyboard, so we'll make do with what we got. But yeah, great frame rate in the cockpit as well. My goodness, what a difference. Can you believe it, Copilot? This is the Xbox version and it's running really good with an airliner. Which is the first, I never thought I'd say that because my experience with airliners on the Xbox were not so great. That's crazy. By the way, I am playing this on a Series X. I should also mention that, in case you're wondering. Obviously, there's going to be some low textures going on. There's been kind of an issue going on in Sim Update 2 anyways, even on the PC, where the textures at airports don't load in correctly. So I can't say this is just an Xbox issue, because I have seen this happen on the PC as well. So I think it's just an issue going on there. By the way, hopefully the audio is good since I'm switching up the format here, going to a console. Should be similar to what it was on the PC though. My online setting, yeah, I could show that really quick. But yeah, these frame rates are insane. Holy crap, so much different than I remember. Because the last time we went into this, it wasn't very fun. It was kind of miserable. So, but yeah, online settings or photogrammetry, everything's on like normal. Live weather, multiplayer, real-time online air traffic going on. Because right now we're in Freeflight, just kind of testing things out. We're at JFK. Load times are basically maybe 20 seconds to get in with a 737 at a big airport. That's pretty impressive. Oh, I need to get all these cables out of my way here. My goodness, this whole setup is ridiculous. As my squeaky chair's making noise, everything's good. But yeah, right up, my first impression right now is there's been some great improvements regarding frame rate and load times in SU2. We'll see if that can continue as we move and take off, because we will take off. We'll just do some stuff here. We might land as well, just to see what everything's doing. But completely different experience right off the bat. So, we should be alright. Oh crap. Oh, hang on. What are the brakes on this again? What are the brakes again? Oh, wait, no, hang on. Oh, I don't have a button on my... Do I? I don't know. Hang on. Maybe I should just... I need to get the keyboard. Oh, I always forget the controller binds for everything. Oh, shoot. That's right, I don't have a keyboard. Oh, not Brandon. What in the world? Toggle, oh, RBX. Okay, that's easy enough. Uh-oh. What's happened? Are we good? Why do I not have any, like, camera controls? What's going on here? Don't be doing this now. I was giving you all kinds of compliments, and now all of a sudden you want to just freeze the game, but everything else is fine? What is this nonsense? Like, what happened here? Why is it frozen for the... What in the world? See, I gave it too many compliments, it got over itself, and now it's falling apart. Like, that doesn't even make any... Like, how did... I just opened the control menu, and then it freaked out. So don't open the control menu, then? Because, look, the sim's still going. But I don't have any control over... my... What in the... Okay, that's interesting. I guess that's a good indication to not open that menu, because it just kind of glitches things out for some reason. It's like it's frozen, but it isn't. Okay, let me just restart the thing then. It's weird. It's like, okay. Odd. Well, write that up as glitch number. We're going to test it out first, though. I want to see if the control menu was the cause of that. I don't know why it would be. But after we opened it, it just did not want to do anything anymore, so... Interesting. Claudio, hello, hello! The planes on the ground, like the 767, A310, and the other ones, don't appear in my game. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, honestly, this is just the vanilla sim here. Yeah, something went very weird here. Okay. I'll try a main menu and then load again, because Oh, this is all weird now. Because it's not even loading this correctly. Weird. Okay. Well, hang on. Let's restart. I won't hit the Interesting. That's weird. Okay, we'll not go to the control menu. Well, no, I do want to go to it because I want to see if that's the reason that happened. Which is a very odd thing for that to trigger that to happen anyways. Just opening a menu. So, interesting. Alright. Glitch number 1. It sounds okay. Perfect, Rex. But yeah, as for the aircraft that just spawn in, I don't have anything different. The only thing I could suggest is maybe reinstalling the sim. Maybe that'll help you out. It might not be installed either. I mean, we'll see. Hang on. We'll dive into it. Well, anyways, load times and everything like that are vastly improved. I don't know what kind of weird glitch that was, but that was interesting for sure. The only thing else I could think of is go to my library and check out the passive aircraft list. Because there's this now, air traffic aircraft. Make sure you have all 130 items installed. It might not be installed for some reason, and that might be why you're not seeing other aircraft. So make sure you double check that. You should be seeing all these listed as streamed, and these are all the different aircraft that the sim is going to spawn at the airports. So I mean, that's the only thing I could think of as to why you're not seeing those. So all of these should be listed as streamed like it is on mine, and then you should be seeing all these other aircraft at the airports. But if that is streamed already, I would just reinstall the sim. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright, so we're going to try this again. I don't know what happened. That was interesting. So we'll go back to JFK in a 737. I'll spawn in the same spot and we'll just do a little touch and go at JFK. By the way, let's change up the livery. We saw this livery yesterday during our 737 flight, so I want to... Maybe we'll go Boeing business jet or something. Plus, I just want to see how the menus load. Loading pretty decently as well. The airliners load in nice. Or the liveries. You know what? I'll go United. Saw a lot of that yesterday, so I'll go with that. But yeah, everything's loading really decently, I must say. So this time I'm not going to open any menus, I just want to fly. We'll experiment with that a little bit later. I don't want to keep restarting the sim because of that, but I think it had something to do with opening that control menu. It put it in like a frozen state, but the sim wasn't frozen, which was odd, so I'm not entirely sure what was going on with that. Yeah, hopefully that works for you, landing channel. How's it going today, Cow and chat? It's going great, Adam. JFK is literally unplayable on my Xbox. Freezes immediately. I mean, other than that weird glitch with the menu, we've been good to go. Load times are nice and smooth. Frame rate right off the bat is pretty much as perfect as you can expect on an Xbox. I mean, way better than I remember it being. I mean, we're ready to go, so let's get this thing started on up. Already released that parking brake. Yeah, there we go. Rejected takeoff. Fix the trim because it's way oddly set. Go for a little 0.9 action there. And we'll let this thing boot on up. And welcome to JFK with photogrammetry, full real-world AI traffic, as well as real player AI, or not real player AI, real players on the map. I saw somebody in a P-51 last time. I don't know where... I don't know if they're still around. I got a boat over there. But yeah, I can't get over this frame rate. That is insane. Because, you know, the whole time I've been talking about the Xbox version, I was like, just avoid the airliners because the frame rate was terrible. But SU2 seems to have improved some stuff here, because my goodness. The window looks, I don't know if it's just because of the lighting or what. Oh, no, I'm not gonna open it. I want to fly a little bit before I mess with the menu again. Because last time I did that, something weird happened, so I don't want to deal with it. But the model looks great too. There's not a lot of weirdness with the wheels from a distance, which is nice to see as well. So there's definitely been some LOD improvements as well. Uh-oh. Okay, I was just... Okay. I was worried we were gonna run into the same thing again. I was like, no. Please. So we'll just let this boot up here. Alright, co-pilot. I won't open the control menu this time. I think that was the reason why that all freaked out. We are getting little stutters now, which we weren't getting originally. Hopefully that's just because it's loading things in when we're switching camera angles. Because, yeah, I wasn't doing that stutter before. I don't know why it's doing it now. Got the EFB here, which again should be exactly what we're familiar with. Looking good. Everything loads in pretty nice and smooth. Alright, we should be good to start rolling here. Don't mind the tug. Go ahead and slam through that. I know we still got the other engine booting on up here, but at least we can get moving. Oh, look at that, 747 AI. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've actually seen that before. Then again, I fly in career mode most of the time, so I don't see much of anything, so... Gears are a little weird in the back, but at least you still see them and they're not floating from that distance. But check out this frame rate. What in the world, man? This is a pleasant surprise. Hey Cowtown, I love your content. No, this is the Xbox Series X that we're playing on. No, the gears look weird from behind though, for some reason. They don't load in as far. It's funny, from the side they look okay, and then from the back it's just... That's a very talented 747 pilot right there. Taxiing with one gear? I mean, come on. Delta Airlines just landed. He's taxiing off. Got some beautiful weather going on in New York right now, because this is live weather here. Full-on 3D photogrammetry. Real online, real traffic AI, as well as real players as well. Hey Nicholas, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic start to April. If you're just joining, we are playing on an Xbox Series X. And this is Sim Update 2's beta. This is the second beta build that we're running on, so. Josh, I honestly haven't even dove into the trainings personally, so I'm not sure if there's stuff about autopilot. I think it's more just basics of flight. But anytime I'm flying a plane, I dive into autopilot and how to get the general sense of it set up. So I mean, if you click on any video that I've done over any plane, I'm going to be diving into the autopilot, so. And we'll dive into autopilot here as well during the stream for most of these planes. Hopefully that answers your question. I can't, like, look how, oh my god, I love that. Like, that's great. I hope you guys on Xbox can get the same experience. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. It's not like it's a PC where we have different builds, but if you're on Sim Update 2's beta, which was what we're on, this is a gigantic improvement from the last time I played on the Xbox version of the Sim. I mean, look at all the AI vehicles that are around that it has to load in. I mean, this is JFK Airport on the Xbox. And the load times were about maybe, what, 15, 20 seconds to load in an airliner at a busy, big airport. That was definitely not something that was going to be happening before. I was originally going to just take off from there, but I wanted to kind of taxi by the busier parts of the airport. So that's why we're doing this, by the way. But no, I'm legitimately amazed. But that's great to see. Like, I'm glad we're seeing these noticeable improvements for sure. Instead of things kind of just being similar to what it's been. So, that's really nice. Oh, that's awesome, Josh. But yeah, I'm hoping they expand that, because there's a lot of stuff, because we've been talking about that too. You know, there's like specific vehicles that are different than other ones that could absolutely use its own training course, like the airship or the CL-415, things that you have to manage the engines more. It'd be nice to get a tutorial or just a program in there that, you know, kind of showcases what you need to do or what you want to do in order to get the most out of an aircraft. Like, that type of stuff would be great as well, on top of, you know, getting, you know, a nice detailed experience on how to use the avionics systems, from the Honeywell to the G1000 and all that, so I fully agree. They still need to improve the AI and how they take off and land, because they just kind of float off and it just looks a bit weird. But that's okay. I'd rather have better frame rates and better experience on Xbox first before they get to that stuff. I can deal with that. I'm not sure what you're doing over here, RPA 4693. But we're going to go ahead and just line up behind the JetBlue. Got a little Learjet taking off. I'm hoping with the Embraer thing going on, we'll get that airliner as well. Oh, good. Slam the wing into our cockpit. Thank you. Unbelievable. What a professional. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of the master caution there. We'll get flight director on as well. We'll set an altitude of about 9,500, because what we're going to do is we're going to just do a takeoff do a little landing as well, just to see how everything's performing once we return to the airport, when it has to load in stuff again. And then we'll get our stuff set up. The only reason I use a mouse is because I absolutely hate controlling the sim with just the controller. I just do not like that, so in case you're wondering. Let's set our heading to 130. And another thing that I mentioned earlier, this weird, like, low-res ground texture, that's been happening on the PC as well, so just something in Sim Update 2 that's kind of needing some work still. So it's not just Xbox that has this low-res texturing going on. Go ahead and get our 5 degrees of flaps here. And then throughout the stream, we'll dive into career as well, just to kind of get into other aircraft. Just see how everything's going with that. But I mean, the biggest thing that I always had issues with was the airliners, so this is a positive start. Hey, Monorific, welcome, welcome. I just think the planes look better too. Like the liveries look nice and crispy. It doesn't look kind of blurry or knocked down. I mean, you even see all the little details in the dots at the top of the United Tail livery there. Even the smaller ones that fade out. Look at this, man, this Embraer pilot over here in the E190. Unbelievable. He's definitely in a rush. Forget wake turbulence, I'm going. He's probably gonna turn our, oh no, I was waiting for him to turn over to us. Nobody's landing, so we're gonna go ahead and get onto the runway. Oh, okay. Well, we know the world. No worry about wake turbulence then. It's another thing with the AI traffic is they just always like disappearing. But that happens on PC too, so. Alright, let's go take off for the first time. The trim just doesn't make any sense with the 737. I have it at 0.9 and it just lifts off in an instant, but that's okay. Gears up. Go into auto throttle. Oh, would help if I engaged autopilot. Good, there's that. Let's get into heading mode. Let's bring the bank down to 10.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
Also get the flaps up here too.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
Oh, you're fine. Leave me alone.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
You need to
Flight
stop.
slow.
Stop talking to me.
Slow. Flight slow.
There we go. Just get me out of here. Pretty low, that's an understatement, very, very low resolution aerials going on here. pretty short draw distance, which again, I'm not surprised. I mean, they're going to have to pretty much kill a lot of the quality stuff in order to get these frame rates going. So to be completely honest, not too shocked by the low draw distance. But I mean, if you're wanting to run an airliner at this type of frame rate, you're going to pretty much have to deal with that. And if I was only playing the sim on Xbox, I'd rather take some low draw distance if that means I can get a better experience from the frame rate and just the stability of the sim. Obviously, is it the prettiest thing? No. But I'd rather take experience over visuals. And I'm sure over time they can fine-tune it and kind of bring things up a little bit more. Which I'm sure it'll improve, because some of the loading is a bit weird. Because it looks like it's a very short blocks that's kind of loading in around you. You can see the box that I'm talking about. Pretty much. It's like a 1 mile or 1 square mile area that loads in, and everything else is very low res. Just to help with that performance. Because then now the Series X isn't having to load in 3D photogrammetry and so forth in a very vast distance, which is what I think was causing a lot of the issues for the Series X version of the sim. We're also going to bring this down. We don't need to go all the way up to 9,000. And we're going to head this way, and we'll bring this to 8,000 feet. But no, the smoothness that you're seeing is what I'm seeing directly from the Xbox as well. And again, a lot of it's because of how lower the quality is of the world and the draw distance. It almost looks like Flight Sim X. But hey, I mean, the most important things, at least the airports look nice, and the planes look nice, and the frame rate's great, both exterior and interior. I mean, that's the most important stuff. Everything else can kind of get fine-tuned later and improve that way. I mean, obviously, if you want the best of both worlds with frame rates and visuals, the PC is obviously the way to go. But the fact that you're finally able to get stable performance out of the Xbox version of it, I think is a huge plus. And I mean, especially if you're going to be doing airline flights a lot of the time anyways, at 40,000 feet, you're not going to notice the difference on the ground anyways, so... It's so weird. On the Xbox, the showcase camera triggers don't have, like, where it immediately goes when you just press the trigger a little bit. It's only when it's fully pressed that the camera moves. It's so weird to me that it's different on the Xbox compared to the PC for that. Oh, wait. Oh, no. It only looked like it was going up because the plane was dipping down a little bit. But nice reflections off the plane. You can see the engine and the wing going on. And to me, that's more important, because sure, it's nice having everything down there, but I would much rather have the better performance over being able to see perfectly rendered out photogrammetry. Especially if it means that's the reason why the performance was so horrendous before on the Xbox. And as Adam said, Danny, that's done on purpose, because they're going to be testing things that aren't in the live build. So once you're done with the beta, once you leave it or the beta ends, you'll be back to your regular career profile at that point. Nope, that's pretty nice. The models just look pretty much like they do on PC now. Alright, so we should be a good distance away. Oh, we're actually... Oh wow, yeah, we're we're definitely a good distance away. So let's go ahead and get this heading back over here. I'm not worried about my bank angle anyways. This isn't career mode. Let's go for a full 30-degree bank angle. There we go. Well, anything you do in this beta build of career mode isn't going to transfer over to your regular career mode. You'll just be back to what you had before. So anything you accomplish, buy, sell, however much money you have left, it's not going to carry over. You will just be returning back to your regular profile you were at before you joined the beta. We got some traffic on our TCAS. I don't see them though. I can't get out like this. I'm very happy with how this looks. Because there hasn't been a single time where I booted up the Xbox version of this sim and I enjoyed any second of being in an airliner until today. Because there was absolutely no enjoyment that I had with the airlines. It was a very miserable experience. The frame rate was terrible. Like, everything was just loading super slow, and it seems like those days are gone in the Sim Update 2 beta, which is really nice to see. And we're going to go ahead and land on the same runway we took off from in JFK. Just interested to see how it does once we get close to it and it has to load in the airport again, just to see how the frame rates do there. But yeah, this is a pleasant surprise for sure. Because I was a little bit worried about doing this type of stream and then we'd have the same experience we've been having, but it's been the opposite so far, which is great. Because, I mean, if this is running airliners like this, then you know everything below this, you know, the private jets or, you know, a Cessna 172 are going to run perfect too, so that's awesome. Very, very awesome. So we're going to head this heading for just a little bit more, and then we'll turn right pretty much once we get to right the end of this little peninsula. Because I remember even the EFB satellite imagery was taking forever to load too, which was really odd, but that seems to be gone now too, where you're not having to sit there and wait for a while for it to figure out what it's trying to load. So they've definitely changed something with how the Series X is handling the sim. But yeah, that should be the airport right there. Oh. So, break my elbow on the desk, very good. Let's go ahead and break out of autopilot here. Also, don't need auto throttle anymore, thank you. Start descending here. Let's get our first notch of flaps in here so we can keep the speed under control as we descend. And this is why I wanted to keep our cruise altitude so low, that way we're not spending hours descending here. And then I think after this we can dive in a little bit of career mode, just to do some random missions with different aircraft, see how everything's handling it. And yeah, just kind of go from that. But if you're an Xbox player, I'd say being excited for Sim Update 2 is definitely worth it, because it seems like this update's going to make a big difference for performance. So again, thank you to everybody that was requesting an Xbox stream. Definitely glad we're doing this. I think for future times, anytime a new update comes out, we'll always do at least one Xbox stream just to see how everything's doing. Of course, the majority of it's still going to be on PC for me, but I mean, we'll definitely keep the Xbox side of things on the channel as well. Keep up to date on how it's doing, and yeah, just kind of go from that. Just have a little odd flickering going on for some reason. I don't know why there's flickering going on at all, but it's no big deal. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Adam, that's exactly the reason I was always saying, just avoid the airliners, because it was such a miserable experience flying these things before. But now that we can actually fly in here, the frame rate's great externally, internally, at a giant airport, which I think JFK is one of the handmade airports, so it has to load in even more detail, and it handles it like nothing now, which is awesome. So I'm interested to see how it's doing. It seems like it's already drawn in some of the airport from here. Because if you're just joining, it seems like they've turned down pretty much everything outside of airports regarding photogrammetry and all that kind of stuff, which makes sense. And again, I mean, if that means better performance and stability for Xbox players, I'm all for it. Get our gears down. Oh, I'm still using the same flight stick I use for PC, the flight mat or the Thrustmaster. HOTUS 1.
2500.
Getting closer to the airport, still nothing crazy with any frame drops or anything. All of our screens are still running. I don't know if that's just a career issue or what was going on with that. But here you can see that kind of 1 square mile draw distance that's going on. As we get closer to the square that we're at, you'll see the next square load in. Looks like we're in a perfect glide slope here. We got 2 white and 2 red. Oh, right as I say that, we lost a red. Delta Airlines about to cut us off in an Airbus. Very good. Now his nameplate is in the way of my happy lights. We're at 2 white, 2 red. Still no loss of frame rate. Getting closer to the airport.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
How come I don't hear you on the PC version? Why are you telling me glide slow?
Flight slow.
Go away.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
I've never heard you on the PC version. Like, what is this?
Flight slow. Flight slow.
Yeah.
Flight slow.
I'm just gonna ignore him talking to us every 2 seconds. Oh, thank goodness he's left us. Runway still hasn't loaded in too much here. But again, I don't think that's much of it. Like, there's just some weird things. I mean, it's a bit more severe here at the moment, but...
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Spoilers up. Reverse going. Bumps in the... Oh, shoot. I guess the reverse button isn't set the same way on the Xbox for me. Okay, well, never mind. I don't think the spoilers are. I don't know, the spoilers are. Okay. No one on the plane was getting mad at us. But nice. It was pretty much smooth all the way down. No major frame drops going into JFK after we left it to let it load back in. Very nice. Well, I mean, I got no issues on 24 either at the moment. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much that the Xbox, even the Series X, is going to be capable of. I mean, there's so much that needs to get loaded in and drawn and all that. But I mean, look at these models. Like, I love that the planes actually look nice. Even the reflections, you can see the lines from the taxiway and runways going on the bodywork. No, that's a massive improvement. I think I'm in... Oh, I'm still in rejected takeoff. Oops. My bad. I don't know what I've done to this thing here. Hang on. Oh. I somehow engaged the parking brake. I think that might be what one of my buttons is. I think B5, that's normally my reverse, is brakes on the Xbox. Cool, what a first flight in an airliner on Sim Update 2. Which I must say was a success. And now that we flew a little bit, I want to test out the control panel again just to see if that was the reason why I did that weird glitch in the beginning. I'm gonna go ahead and just park it up over here. Right by the A320 and the A319. I don't know how to do quick shutdown on this, so that's okay. But anyways, I just want to see if the control panel does that weird glitch again. Nope. Oh, still have those up too. Oh. I guess they just auto-deployed, because I don't have a button for that either, like I normally do. Oop, wrong button. But cool, alright, so very happy already. I mean, the airliners were the biggest issue with just everything there. So we'll dive into career mode now, just to see what's going on with that. That way we can dive into some other aircraft and go from that. Yeah, that it's set to real-time AI traffic, and that was Freeflight, so if there were other players around, we saw one in the beginning in a P-51, so that was real AI, real player, multiplayer, all that going on at once. Ooh, there's a really short flight with the 7. We'll probably do that later, since we just did some 737 stuff. But what I want to do is we'll just kind of go through a range of different missions. I'm not going to go for long flights or anything like that. I want to just see how everything's doing with certain aircraft and go from that. Because I'm not going to do like a 2-hour flight or anything like that for this stream specifically. Let's see here. When will I fly an Airbus? Whenever it comes to career mode, because I don't fly Freeflight anymore. Freeflight is boring to me now. I got a question, is the enhanced airport works on career mode? I don't know, I don't get any of those third-party things. So maybe somebody else has, but yeah, I have no idea. I don't get those add-ons. The load times, I think, are way better, too. Because it felt like before, everything was just taking a pretty hefty amount of time to, you know, load into a flight, load into a mission, switch menus, look at liveries, all that kind of stuff. Ooh, get to see some cool clouds here, which are still looking nice on the Xbox. Oh. Oh, there we go. May as well do a little bit more search and rescue since it's 100 times more enjoyable to do now.
Artemis Artemis CTWN-32, ready for takeoff.
CTWN-32 Artemis received.
Saw the helicopter bounce a little bit. I don't know if that's been fixed. I'm not sure. I haven't seen any bouncing helicopters in a little bit, so
All right, team, listen up.
hopefully that's been
Jordan,
improved.
a man, has gone missing near Villa Grove landform, and the location can't be reached quickly by ground teams. The conditions out there are tough, and we haven't heard from him yet.
No, even still
We need to
have
locate him
some
fast. Can you give it a
dirt
shot for
flying
us?
up on the
It's
Xbox,
getting
some
late
other
anyway.
debris kind of blowing
I'll
around.
stay on the radio the whole operation
Nice.
to assist you if needed.
Charlie Oscar 11 traffic, CTWN-32 Yankee, Mike Echo 859er, is taxiing to runway 19er.
Should almost be done booting up here. Oh yeah, we're good now. There we go. I was like, my goodness. How much lower you want me to go? Oh, we're already here. Okay. Get our EFB updated. We're heading to the left.
CTWN-32 Artemis, clock's ticking. We'd better find something quick. In these mountains, you can get hurt from a fall or rocks tumbling down.
I don't think I can get over the frame rate
Your
now.
search
Like,
area
my
should be displayed
goodness.
on your map if needed. No news
Completely
from my
night and
side.
day
Your
difference
relatives
going on
appreciate your
now.
help. They're quite concerned, as you can imagine. We all hope you'll bring him back home, buddy.
Which again, I wasn't surprised because if the airliners were doing that great, we already know everything else in the sim is going to be having that same nice performance going on. I'm very, very happy so far. And I'm happy for you Xbox folks, because I mean, your experience has been pretty miserable. I mean, from the few times we dove into this just to see what it was like, it wasn't, I was not having the fun that I would, that I've been having with the PC version. But this whole stream, I've just been very pleasantly surprised with the changes that have been made for Sim Update 2. I mean, the performance, the way these aircraft models and interiors look now, they don't look just running as low as possible. I mean, the visuals of the model, like the aircraft themselves, look pretty much like they do on PC. You can clearly read everything that's going on inside. So much nicer. The mountains look stunning. The H-125 looks amazing.
Artemis, how is it going up there? You're approaching the search area. We have to find him fast. Everyone here is stressed, and we don't want anyone deciding to conduct a search themselves. Last ping was somewhere near where you are now. You should be able to spot his
I mean, there isn't
hypersphere.
stutters moving the camera.
Orange.
Like, I'm
Hey,
so
CDW
glad we did
32.
this. Like, this
Do
is
you need help,
great.
or did your hand slip? I've uploaded everything onto your map.
Oh, sorry. I saw that pop up and I hit
This
the button.
is
That
it.
was my bad.
Mop up the zone and good luck.
That's alright. It's always funny hearing that voice get so angry all the time. You know, I don't know if we've ever done search and rescue on the Xbox. I mean, we might have done it a long time ago, but I certainly don't remember. Got the nice sun poking through the clouds here. By the way, I guess we should probably be looking out for the person. I'm too busy enjoying the view here. Oh, we definitely don't want to be going over here. Got our shadow down there too. You know what? I think they did that too, didn't they? They made it to where when you're doing a career mission, especially like this, you can see it. Where they made it to where just the search area and surrounding areas are the ones that where it focuses on drawing everything. Which again, is to help with performance. It's not, I mean, it still loads in other stuff outside of it, but the main focus is the area that you're actually going to be flying around in. Which makes sense. But it's still nice that it draws stuff outside of it too once you do get closer to it. But the main focus is, of course... Well, no, I guess I'm not saying that right, because now I see it's just... Never mind. Just scratch what I said. Because I just realized the way we're heading is the area that looked like it was empty. But it seems like if it's less to do, the draw distance is further. So like if we're flying around in New York like we were in the Airliner, it might be dependent on the aircraft you're flying as well. So if it is an airliner that requires a lot of, you know, processing, it limits how much it does. But if you're out in the mountains, it's a much bigger draw distance for sure. Especially since it doesn't have to do any photogrammetry or anything like that. It's just terrain and trees that it's working on here.
I'm sure he is not far. Track an orange hiker's gears down.
Sometimes if you buy a livery, there's for specific third-party aircraft, so I would double check what liveries you got, because sometimes in the description it'll say only for this third-party airliner or something like that. So I would definitely check on that. Because, yeah, you don't have to do anything else or move... Because if you buy anything from the marketplace, you don't have to do anything with the community folder. The community folder is mainly for if you're getting stuff from, you know, third-party websites and so forth, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so make sure you double-check that, because some liveries are only for specific aircraft that aren't vanilla aircrafts, you know, in the sim from the first-party stuff. So definitely double check that description, just to see if that's the reason why. Because yeah, anything from the marketplace is just ready to go right away. And Vivianson, hopefully I pronounced that right, probably not. This is the Xbox Series X, yes. Indeed it is. Gotcha, so yeah, hopefully that works out for you, because that's the only thing I can think of as to why you're not seeing the liveries. So, I would definitely double check to make sure that livery wasn't for a specific third-party aircraft that you do not own. Where are you at? It's weird, it feels like the Xbox version isn't as bright. Like, it's not over, like, saturated. Or not saturated, it's just... The PC version seems, like, blindingly bright. And here it seems much better. Go ahead and check the middle of the circle here. See if we run into anything. Yes, I've been pleasantly surprised with the Sim Update 2 beta for the Xbox. We did an Airliner flight with the 737 MAX, and before Sim Update 2, the airliners were just miserable, and now it's just... It was running so smooth, it was a pleasant surprise. Oh, hello. Got orange smoke. Welcome to the stream, FMJ and Binky. Welcome, welcome. And to stream from an Xbox, you need a capture card. Nope, just on a regular 1080p 60 frames per second monitor. I don't have any of that other stuff. Hello!
CTWN 32. Artemis, I found a man. He managed to park at a safe spot. Coordinates 38 north. 106 west.
Positive ID on the target. Prepare for extraction.
be good right here. We're gonna be a little crooked. We're coming for ya. And CR505, I mean, they're fun. I still want to see some improvements to them, especially because there's two different types you can do. They're called initial attack or extended attack. Initial attack, I wish there was at least a couple drops you have to do. But I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still fun going into the air tractor. The CL415 for extended attack still needs improvements on it, but they are very fun missions.
We touch.
Should be somewhere up here. The trees look really nice to, like, oh my, oh, we already found, oh crap, I didn't realize we found them already. I'm too busy talking about
Ready
trees.
to depart when you are captain.
That change to eliminate the abandoning aircraft has made search and rescue one of my favorite missions. Just being able to hike up to the person once you find them is exactly what I was wanting from this mission set the whole time. Oh, it's so good now. Love it. All I know is each update that's been coming out for the sim has just made me happier and happier with it. I love that I'm getting that same enjoyment out of the sim that I've been getting on PC on the Xbox now. Like, it's so nice to see that finally, as opposed to me doing a stream and it's like, oh, it's still terrible or anything. Like, it's nice to be able to say, wow, what a difference it is compared to what we've been playing on the Xbox. I mean, my goodness.
Welcome aboard.
So much
I'm
better.
Christopher, and I'll be taking care of you until we reach Villa Grove. Please tell me if you're in pain or anything. I'll do my best to help.
Turn down our power here. We're climbing a lot. Don't need to be doing all that. And back to the airport we go. Get rid of these boxes here. Oh, hang on, there we go. Sorry, so it always... Because you have to click in the left stick on the controller to get rid of the boxes. And of course that's the same stick you're using to control the helicopter, so that's why it always looks a little bit chaotic when I'm trying to get rid of those boxes there. Bring the collective down here. We're creating a little too much power here.
You look fine, but I'll just do a quick check, mostly to reassure everyone waiting for you back at base.
Charlie Oscar 11 traffic, CTWN 32 Yankee, Mike Echo 859er, 6 miles west, 10,200 feet, inbound to land, runway 19er.
Alright, let's see here. So we'll go to the left of the airport, which we're already heading in that direction anyway, so that works out. Oh, I gotta say, if the airliners are working better, I mean, we did an airline flight and it was as smooth as can be. I think we're already at that point.
Jordan, want something to drink, water, or an electrolyte drink to help you recover? Anything you have, I'm so thirsty.
I'd be surprised because they don't do any updates to the marketplace on Tuesdays. It's only Monday and Thursdays. I mean, there might be like third-party websites that have them, but I don't buy airplanes from that. I just wait for them to show up on the, I mean, we can look again, but I looked before I started the stream and the marketplace was the same. I assume so, FMJ. Because I was like, they don't do updates on Tuesday. Oh crap, I kind of need the blue box. I hate landing in these dirt areas because it's just like, where am I supposed to land? It'd be nice if we get something on Thursday, though, from a third-party creator supporting career mode. That would be nice. We'll see. We'll also see if we get another beta build. No, there are my boxes again. Perfect. It's the only time I ever use the boxes is for these, because a lot of the times there's no defined, like, runway area, so that's like, I don't know where I'm supposed to land. And we're back for our first Xbox search and rescue mission in SU2. But as I've been saying, if they want to lose out on potential customers, then that's on them. I don't really care. It's saving me money with all the planes that have already come out that don't support it, so it's like, oh, okay. Because once I see that red X in the store page, I'm like, oh, close out of this, goodbye. I mean, if you don't want to support the mode that is being played the most, then that's on you. The days of everybody buying planes just to fly in Freeflight are gone, so either support that or lose out on potential customers. Left D-pad still is weird with that. Not to open the communication tab.
Traffic, CTWN 32 Yankee, Mike Echo 859er is
Nah, it's still not
taxiing
updating.
runway
No.
19er.
Oh, no, it did.
Charlie
Okay.
Oscar
It actually did
11
update.
traffic,
Nice.
CTWN 32 Yankee, Mike Echo 859er is taxiing to parking.
We have returned.
Team, you did it. Reuniting people is what really matters, and what makes this job worth it.
It's so slow with a controller. That's funny. Oh. Why does RB and down on the D-pad not do what it's supposed to? Interesting. Crap, I don't have the keyboard plugged. Hang on, I need to get the keyboard in here because the controller's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. What's the controller here? Hang on, I gotta tear up my whole setup here to get my keyboard connected. Hold on. It's gonna get noisy for a second. I'll unplug this, I guess. Plug this in. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. They finally made it to where you have to pull the rotor brake. Before, they didn't. That wasn't a requirement. And if you didn't pull this down, the helicopter would jump back up when you shut it off. So that's interesting. I never noticed that change before. But alright, there we go. Got my keyboard, and I'll unplug it again because I don't want it anymore. But yeah, that's still a glitch with that. Because it tells you to hold it, but it just doesn't keep going with it. But now at least the keyboard cable's here, so in case we need it again, we're good to go. The CJ4, you need to toggle the engine run. It's below the throttle, and then on the... It had nothing to do with the plane itself, or the helicopter here. It's just the R being down when you hold it isn't doing what it's supposed to, so there's just some weird things with that. But yeah, with the CJ4, you need to have... I mean, I can go into it really quick and showcase it. Because we may as well load it in with a busier airport again. We'll load in LA or something. Because then I can show what I mean. Because trying to explain it doesn't help. CJ4. I keep forgetting the keyboard isn't plugged in anymore. Henrik, oh my goodness, haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully you've been well. Welcome back. Because LA was always one of those airports that, even on PC, would just not load in right for some reason. But some improvements to those hang times and stuff happened in the second build of Sim Update 2, so we'll test it out again. Let's see. I decided to splash 80 euros on the Premium Deluxe upgrade and some other stuff. Love it. Nice. That's awesome, Henry. Glad you're enjoying it. But yeah, I'm glad you're back. That's great to see. But yeah, once you finish a mission with the CJ4 and you do the auto shutdown, it just doesn't do it anyways. So there's a few things that you need to do. They're kind of just toggle on and off. Obviously, it's not supposed to be that way anyways, but... Nice. Look at that load time into LAX. Obviously the buildings are blurry right now because we're not fully loaded in just yet. Because you gotta wait till it goes to the ready to fly menu and then it'll... Well, it should look different. Already starting to look different. I'm gonna guess 5 more seconds. Ooh, look at that. What a call. What a call. Oh. What? Oh, I think I might be breaking it now because I was about to say, why am I walking through the wing? That's interesting. Pretty framey here, but not surprising. Probably still loading in stuff. That's to be expected. Well, actually, the CJ4 is always a resource-heavy plane for some reason. I don't know why. Because it doesn't load very well on the PC either. It gets It's a resource hog for some reason. Obviously something with the plane that's buggy, because there's no reason why I can load a 737 in perfectly fine, and then the CJ4 is just a pain. But anyways, we're going to get inside, because we're not here to really fly it. But anyways, it's these two buttons here. But yeah, I'm hoping to see some improvements to it, because even on the PC, the CJ4, once you load into even a smaller airport, it's very framey, and then once you get into the air, it's fine. So I'm not sure what it is. But anyways, you'll want to set these to run stop. And then if that doesn't work, you'll also want to toggle these three over here. The left generator, the electronics, or the battery, and then the right generator on and off. And then after that, you should hear the engines shut off, and you'll be good to go to finish off that career mission. So just thought I'd showcase that. We're not going to fly in this. I just wanted to showcase how to end a CJ4 flight. But yeah, again, frame rate drops on PC as well with that plane for some reason. Some work to be done on that one for sure. Let's see here. And yep, Halloween, you sure can. Same with the fixed wing aircraft for search and rescue. I'm riding Peloton. Wow, very nice. Well, I'm just saying, for whatever reason, the right bumper and down doesn't work on any aircraft, it seems. It doesn't hold, like you're supposed to hold it, but it's not registering correctly for some reason. Because once we plugged in the keyboard and did Control-Shift-E, we were good to go, so it's just something glitchy with that. It's been like that for a bit now. It isn't the first time we've dealt with that. Let's see here, what else we got going on? I'm tempted to do another 737 because people have been saying that the screens go blank on approach, which I haven't seen yet, so... Here's a short flight. Oh, that's a helicopter. By the way, let's go ahead and use our handy-dandy filters here. We're definitely not doing that. Here's a short flight from Colorado Springs to Denver. Perfect. Just see how it does on a 20-minute flight, 25 minutes. If I can... Here, hang on. I don't know why I'm doing this. Zoom on in. Click the airport tab, and then we can pick the mission we want. Instead of doing all of this nonsense. And I guess we could always do something a little bit longer too, just to see how it does performance-wise. See if it tanks. We can go down to Cannon Air Force Base in New Mexico. Because that's still a relatively short... We'll do that. We'll do a bit of a longer one just to see how the Xbox handles a longer flight. See if anything goes weird with the 737 there. And shredding, yes, the filters are part of Sim Update 2. That is correct. You can filter out mission difficulty, mission type, and the aircraft currently. Well, that doesn't make any sense, Peter. I've yet to have to manually shut down any aircraft in over 700 hours of the sim. It's not supposed to be manually shut down. The auto shutdown is broke on the controller. So, don't know what to tell you. Do you have to have Game Pass to fly multiplayer on Xbox? Funny enough, No. For some reason. I don't know why, but even if you don't have Game Pass and you just buy the game and have multiplayer on, you will see other players, which is interesting. Will they ever make a Dash 8 for career mode? I have no idea. I flew the Longitude in Freeflight. I prefer the CJ4. Not a fan of auto throttle. The wings look sexy though. Nice. Very nice. Hi 737, we're back.
Good morning, Captain. First time working together. I'm Jean-Marie, your first officer.
Promptly at gate 87 to ensure a smooth boarding procedure. Please
Oh,
have your travel documents ready.
crap.
Thank you.
It's Eli from your flight.
Hang on. Hold on. I don't have my custom Colorado Springs, because Colorado Springs is broken default. Oh, a light bulb just went out. Okay. So, hold on just a minute. Because I don't want to have the aircraft crash, because the runways are a mess, so hang on. There it is. Enable. I know people want to download stuff, but I absolutely love that you don't have to sit there downloading crap. It's just like, I want to enable it. Great, done. We're good to go. Oop. Didn't mean to hit that. Alright, let's try that again. The mission should still be there because we went main menu. Because if you abort a mission, it will delete the mission, but if you go main menu, the mission will still be there. So just a little tip for you. And now watch, it probably won't be there. Oh, we can always go to Casper too, that's fine. I just want to do something short. It would have been nice to go on down to Cannon Air Force Base, but yeah, we'll do Casper. Not too long of a flight, but lengthy enough just to see how it performs with an airliner for that amount of time. See if we run into any weird glitches by the end of it. Got a whopping 1 waypoint to go through. What am I reading in chat right now? Well, ever since Sim Update 1's came out, the level of advancement that the Sim's been going through has been very nice. Nice, and we're in the factory Boeing livery this time. Nice. Love it. I don't know, I never skip anything regarding... The only time I ever use the skip function is if the sim kind of glitched out in career mode. And that's good, Peter. I'm glad you're doing it manually. That's fine. I just don't do it because I'm already spending enough time in the sim, so I don't need to hang around and manually shut everything down when I'm doing a live stream, so...
Hello, 737. Good afternoon, Captain. Captain.
There we go.
First
Now we
time
got that
working
custom
together.
Colorado
I'm
Springs
Jack, your first
Airport.
officer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Love it.
announcement for all passengers traveling on flight LAO 113 to Casper, immediate boarding. Please prepare your travel documents. Thank you.
Captain, it's Julianne from the cabin crew. Passengers ready for boarding, Captain. Waiting on your okay.
Bring them on aboard.
Colorado Springs ground.
Rejected
CTW
takeoff on the
32 Lima,
brakes.
Alpha Oscar 11 tree. Could you please get the passengers on board?
CTWN 32 Lima Alpha Oscar 11 tree. The
I'm
jetway is
assuming
going
we'll
to be
probably be up
connected.
to 20,000. Yeah, it's not even showing it in the EFB, alright.
Colorado Springs ground.
CTWN 32 Lima
Alpha Oscar
This is
11
another glitch
tree.
I've noticed in
Could you
Sim
please
Update
send
2, because it
baggage?
does the same thing on PC. Whenever these vehicles are moving around, it has these, like, second-long
complete, Captain.
freezes. I don't know what it is, but, yeah, it's just, it acts a bit weird. Because I've noticed it in PC as well. And for whatever reason, we went to 100% boarding, so we have
Colorado Springs
basically
ground.
one passenger on
CTW
board to
32
Casper.
Lima, Alpha Oscar 11 tree.
Oh, that's
Could you
great.
please send the catering truck?
But yeah, see, anytime they're moving really fast, it freezes. So something with them kind of
The catering truck is on the road.
does some nonsense. And I'm glad you enjoy them, Peter. As you see, performance is not good. Oh, again, it's just because of the stuff. The performance has been fantastic with the airliners. We already did a flight with it out in New York. It's just there's a glitch with these guys, and I think it has something to do with the animation or something. But it does the same thing on the PC where it stutters when they're moving around.
Colorado Springs ground. CTWN 32 Lima, Alpha Oscar 11 tree. Ready to copy IFR clearance to Casper.
CTWN 32 Lima Alpha Oscar 11 tree is cleared to Casper Airport via the Charlie Oscar Sierra 6 departure. Expect runway tree 5 right. Maintain flight level 250. Departure frequency is 128.375.
Because once they're all done with their nonsense and so forth, that stoppage will be done. It just has something to do with their animation that freaks everything out.
Cleared to Casper via the Charlie Oscar Sierra 6 departure. Runway tree 5 right. Maintain flight level 250.
Yeah, we're talking over everybody again. Very nice.
128.75. Squawk tree 4 tree are at 50% CTWN 32 Lima Alpha Oscar 11 tree.
All luggage on board, Captain.
Colorado Springs ground. CTWN 32 Lima Alpha Oscar 11 tree requesting pushback.
CTWN 32 Lima Alpha Oscar 11 tree. Pushback request accepted.
They need to work on the catering truck too, because it's always parking like right behind the wing for some reason.
Hey, Captain, tow bar okay?
Or going under it, or clipping my winglet. But yeah, anytime like the catering truck, the baggage cart, or anything moves, it does that stuttering for some reason.
cleared
I'm
to
not
start
sure what it
engines.
is. But once they stop moving and they're out of the picture, it'll stop doing that. He's still moving for some reason. At least he moved out of the way. I mean, he did damage our winglet, so we had that going on for us. I think the pushback tug might be an issue with it too. We'll see. Because when we were in Freeflight, we didn't have any of this other crap going on, so we didn't have to deal with that. Because for me, it's cool, but I don't need to see it every single time, you know? I was just like, I want to get flying. At least the baggage and catering truck actually get to the right position of the plane, because sometimes they're always like 10 feet away from it or anything like that.
pushback is complete.
Alright, get away from me so I get my good frames back, thanks.
Colorado Springs ground, CTWN 32.
How come we haven't gotten clearance to turn on the engine yet?
Tree with Kilo, ready to taxi, IFR.
I just realized that.
CTWN 32 Lima Alpha Oscar 11 tree. Taxi to and hold short of runway tree 5 right using taxiway November.
But yeah, once he stops moving over there, I guarantee it won't happen anymore.
Taxiing, hold short runway tree 5 right via taxiway.
Do we actually?
November Hotel Echo Echo 8.
Oh, we did already turn. Okay, we are good. I guess I just skipped on. I didn't realize we already did that. Goodness. Take your sweet time. You'll get there eventually. But yeah, something just with the ground crew messes with the frames. Same thing happens on PC right now. Because I think he disappears, right? Oh, no, he's still... Oh my goodness gracious, he doesn't know where he's trying to go to here. I'm trying to prove a point here. Get your tug out of here, please. Just disappear. Okay, I don't know what he's doing. Unbelievable. Aww. Oh, that's our first crash. I blame the stupid pushback tug for that, because he was taking forever to leave. Unbelievable. Well, anyways, it's still that, like I was saying, it happens on the PC too when you're in the 737 and all that crap's moving around. It does that stutter over and over again, so... I was so excited too. We'll dive into another one, because that's what I want to do. I want to do a little bit of a lengthy flight in the 737 just to see how it's going. Unbelievable. And if it happens again, we'll just go into Freeflight. That way we don't have to deal with the stupid animations and all that. Because, again, it's fun to see the first few times, and after a while, it's just like, okay, I don't care anymore. Let's go. Just get it all loaded in before I get into the cockpit. Thanks. As a matter of fact, let's not do career mode. We're just going to go into Freeflight, do the same flight. We'll go to Cannon Air Force Base. That way we can skip all that other crap, because I don't care about it. I don't need to see the baggage load and all that. Because all it does is cause issues. Because I haven't noticed that until Sim Update 2, so something must have changed. And we'll change up the livery as well. Because we flew United in the beginning. Let's go Boeing Business Jet. Somebody fancy going to Cannon Air Force Base. Top secret mission. Alright, now let's try this. And not deal with any of those animations. I don't know what to tell you, DF. I mean, we'll see how it is here, but we already had a great airliner flight. That was the first crash we've had in an hour and 45 minutes, but again, it still has something to do with those animations going on, because it's just glitching things out for some reason. So now that we don't have to deal with that, we'll have some fun. We'll let the livery load on in here. It's a little blurry. But yeah, let's get this thing started up here. Now we don't have to deal with that. All you guys can just sit there and not ruin my sim, thank you. As a matter of fact, let's do a little showcase around the Boeing business jet. But as you can tell, completely different experience when the animations aren't going on from the grounds crew. Because as I was saying, it's happening on PC as well. It's just a glitch with the ground crew. Something's leaking in the memory system with them. Because when they're not there, the performance has been excellent on the Xbox. I know they made some changes to the interior of the Boeing business jet as well. I'm sure they're nothing major. They still have this weird, like, door thing. I don't know why that's here anyways. I'm assuming it's something that would fold in so you can open it. It should just be open anyways. It just looks odd in the sim when it's like that. Yeah, this is definitely the way to fly, no doubt about it. Got your own house in the sky, pretty much. I just can't get over how smooth it is with an airliner on the Xbox. Just awesome. Alright, we should be good to go. We should be able to start rolling here. And, as you saw, this is a custom airport now that we loaded into, and you saw how fast it loaded in with a 737 with a custom airport, which is miles better than what it ever was on the Xbox side of things. Oh, hang on. I got these controllers all backwards and everything, trying to get these camera angles going. Oh shoot, hang on, we're in the... Oh, here we go. And this is what I get for trying to get some fantastic camera shots here. And since we're not in career mode, I'll taxi a little bit faster here. We don't have to go too crazy with that. Don't have to sit here going 15 knots. Alright, rejected takeoff. Get our trim set to that. Get our flaps going already to 5 degrees for takeoff. Very nice, Henrik. Very nice. I'm glad you survived with your CJ-4 landing. Alright, we got our clearance for an expedited takeoff. Thank you, Tower. Appreciate it. Cleared to takeoff 17 left. It's so funny how fast this thing takes off. It seems abnormally fast. And away we go! We'll probably end up just doing some touch and goes, actually. And then somebody who's been asking for one specific place for very long. And it was Claudio, always wanting to do something around Lisbon. And we'll finally do that after this. We'll see if I can find like a career mission there or something. And then we can just see if we can get into a decent-sized flight with like a PC-24 or something. I can't wait to use some private VIP flights with this thing. My goodness. I wish it was already a thing. I mean, DF, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you want good performance on an Xbox, you're gonna have to lower the quality of the world. I mean, you're not gonna have PC quality performance and visuals. It's just how it's gonna be. I mean, there's only so much that a console is going to be able to do in this sim. It's as simple as that. And if I was only playing on the Xbox version of it, I'd rather have a lower quality world and a much better experience flying airliners and more resource-heavy aircraft. So, I mean, it has to get to a point where people have to get real about what the potential of what the console's capable of doing. It's just how it's gonna be. And I'd rather have the world look like this, where I'm enjoying my time flying the plane, over having a great looking world and an absolute crap experience flying a plane. Is the way I look at it. I'm honestly surprised the Sim's even on console, to be completely honest with you. But the fact that this is the best I've ever seen this game run, especially with an airliner that is very resource intensive, I mean, they're a lot to load in and manage and run in the sim. So the fact that we're getting this level of frame rate and visual quality on an Xbox console is very impressive. So to me, this still looks great. Obviously it's not PC quality. It will never be PC quality for World. It's just how it's going to be. It will never get to that point unless a new Xbox comes out with a lot more power to it. But current gen, I mean, that's the way I look at it. Because, I mean, if you're assuming it's going to be looking like PC with the visual quality, the 3D photogrammetry, the aerials and everything alongside of performance on everything, it's never going to happen. So, not much else I can say. I mean, the fact that this is running on a $500 to $300 console is amazing. It could easily be something that they say, you know what, we're gonna refund people on Xbox that bought it and never do an Xbox version again, and then you got nothing. Because if the Xbox version was the only one that I could play, I'd be happy even having it. Because I remember, you know, during the 360 and Xbox One, I was like, oh, it'd be so cool to have Flight Simulator on console. And I still think it's cool. I mean, the fact that it's here, you can actually, and, you know, it's never been enjoyable for me since 24 release, but this is the first time I've played the Xbox version and actually enjoyed my time with it. On the other hand, the Xbox version actually works. I don't know what that means, but okay. Well, okay, then I guess go to 2020. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's just, obviously there'll be improvements still. They'll fine-tune things. Visually, it might get better, but I just don't know what to tell you. All I know is, I bet in the future, an Xbox release will not release at the same time as the PC version. I'd be highly surprised if it comes out at the same time again. Because if I was Asobo, I wouldn't release it on the console right away. Wouldn't even bother with it. I'd just focus my entire team on one platform, and then after everything's kind of situated with that, then I would go to other stuff. Oh my goodness. Why'd that fall over? That was loud. Goodness gracious, that scared the crap out of me. But yeah, if I was Asobo, I wouldn't even bother releasing console version right off the bat. Next time around, I would just wait it out, get everything situated with the PC version, and then go from there. Because we've already talked about the draw distance in the beginning of the stream. It's like a 1 square mile. It's just what it is right now in the sim update. Sure, some things might change or so forth, we'll see. Nice, Binky. I don't have this thing configured at all for a landing. I've been just talking this whole time, not paying attention at all. Oh, man.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. Approaching minimums. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Floating it. I don't have any of my buttons set up for reverse. Should arm that as well. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Don. All right, now we'll head to Lisbon since somebody was really wanting that the last couple of days. We'll go ahead and do that. See if we get a mission over there. Quick taxi back to the terminal here. Admittedly, I've had no choice if I wanted to fly in the sim, given that I've been a PlayStation user for many years. Well, hey, I mean, you can't complain. You've been having some great games over there, so... Night flight commencing from my home away from home, Malta. Oh my god, this looks amazing. I have not played for 1 month, so I see change. Nice! Glad you're having a great time with it, Henrik. And I'm glad you're having a great time with it on the Xbox, Adam. That's great to hear. Oh, let me do that. Oh, I need to take the spoilers down here. This is what happens when you don't have keybinds set up for it. Forced you to uninstall beta 2? Why? What? What's going on? If you want to see something funny, go to Mesquite, Nevada. I don't know. Nevada seems sketchy. But no, we're gonna head over to Lisbon first. Oh, hi SkyWest. Where'd you come from? My goodness. Oh, look, it's another E. It's the same one that was acting weird in JFK. Unbelievable. Oh, runway's like a ski jump. Nice. Oh, I see. You just wanted to go back into your regular profile. I see what you mean, Don. Nice. Very nice. Got an Xbox on your 70th birthday. That's awesome. And I see what you mean, Cab. About the goose that you were talking about. Because, yeah, I didn't see that in the original post. Hopefully we'll be able to enjoy the goose soon. Okay. Playing a little chicken, are we? Bring it on, Southwest. Oh, man. But yeah, we got an Embraer Stalker, no doubt. Haunting us. Oh, the beaver. Okay. I don't know, I always call everything a goose from when it's an amphibian or amphibious aircraft. They did such a good job with this third-party airport. Oh, we gotta park there. It's alright, we'll just park over by the FedEx truck here. Block the 757 in. Actually, we'll just park right here because I want to shot. I love the interior of this too. Haven't seen what it looked like on the Xbox just yet. Well, thanks for a great flight, business jet. Awesome. By the way, regarding downloadability, we're planning on getting some stuff for that in Sim Update 3, so not too far to wait on that. Let me boost up the speed just a little bit here. I miss my smooth control on the triggers. It just acts really weird on here because it has to be pressed 100% on the trigger in order for it to move. It's a bit odd. So I can't have nice smooth movement going on. I'll just go through the wall here, get to the main concourse. Get to see all the planes outside. Such a great job of doing this. Nice. But alright, off to Lisbon we go here. And KW, yes, this is the Xbox Series X we're playing on. Ew, where is... I don't even know where my phone's at. Alright, let me fix that. That flew off my desk for some reason. Alright. But in Sim Update 2, they got rid of, even on the PC, air traffic and career. I'm assuming they're working on that. But yeah, it's not in the menu for Sim Update 2 at the moment. So now even PC's not seeing any traffic in there, which even when I had it on, I hardly saw planes. I saw them sometimes, but it definitely wasn't anything common. And of course, the first thing I pick is a helipad. Oh, we do have a mission here. But I don't want to do the 737 just because of the, you can always do some first flights. Maybe I get a Beechcraft Bonanza mission in here. Which, let's go ahead and utilize the brand new filters. Where's my Bonanza? Ah, there it is. Nope, it's the Baron. And let me buy one here. We'll plop it over there. Let's see here. Air traffic shows up on my career just now on PC. Are you in the beta? Oh, you have... no, that's why you're seeing stuff then, because that's coming from that other program. Because right now, the in-sim air traffic and career is gone. It's not a setting at the moment. But yeah, there were supposed to be improvements to like VRAM and stuff like that and whatnot, so... Oh, Bonanza. And we'll also do some Portugal stuff on the PC as well, because obviously it's not going to look as nice, of course, as we know. Because I'm hoping what they're going to do with the downloadability is kind of like with Google Maps, where you can have offline maps if you're going to go on a road trip that doesn't have cell service or something like that. It'd be nice to be able to download square sections of the world, like your main areas. So if you're going into places that you fly over a lot, you don't have to worry about downloading it. But if you want to download like a specific large square area, I think that'd be pretty cool. Because in that way it's just there, it doesn't utilize any downloadability or anything like that, and you're good to go. I'm kind of hoping that's where they're going to go with the downloadability, and of course, you know, downloading the planes and all that. Because obviously, if you don't have gigabit speeds, your experience with the sim is going to differ, of course, especially if you're at lower internet speeds. Oh, that's crazy, Sergeant. Yeah, I never saw those numbers, but hopefully in Sim Update 2 you're getting better numbers for sure. This is my first time actually doing a mission with the Beechcraft Bonanza. Because in Sim Update 2 they finally fixed the people hanging outside the aircraft. So this is a momentous occasion. I a wireless USB mouse on Xbox. Use. Oh, okay. I was like, what's happening? I use a wireless USB mouse on Xbox One with a dongle. Nice. Oh, no, I 100% agree. Going through the menus with an Xbox controller, you know, messing with the instrument panel in a plane with the controller, sucks. I hate it. That's why I have to have a mouse plugged in, because it's just, no. Not enjoyable in the slightest. I agree with that. Because, I mean, always having to right-click, get the mouse or the controller cursor, and then moving, it's terrible. So, if you don't yet, definitely get a mouse for playing on Xbox. It makes it so much nicer. And to those of you that only use a controller for everything, kudos to you. I don't know how you do it. There's just no way I could. It just drives me insane doing everything with a controller.
Everything's fine, Christina. You can initiate boarding.
Well noted.
I'm sure I will, Claudio. Again, we'll do some stuff on the PC version as well, because obviously, again, it's gonna be not as nice.
So, Captain, time to
But the main thing we're here for is just experiencing the planes
on board,
and how they
you're
perform.
taking Christina and her boyfriend for a discovery tour over Lisbon. Seatbelt fastened? Then you're all set.
But yep, Adam, exactly. I mean, stuff like, I mean, if they can do it that way, that would make it
everyone.
something like if you only fly from coast to coast, like you're focused on the East Coast, you can get a bunch of squares there and go from that.
Montijo ground, CTWN 32 Foxtrot Lima India 811. Request taxi for takeoff, departing straight out.
And in reality, something like that should have already been in the sim from the start. I mean, they should have, I don't know why they assumed everybody had crazy speed internet. I don't really care about the performance right now, I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, that was definitely an odd choice for sure.
Just a heads up, I'm not used to flying, so I hope you'll fly as smooth as possible.
Oh, Christina, I'm going to just let you know right now, we're going to be doing at least 2 barrel rolls on this flight, since it is your first flight, because that is a goal of mine in my company, that if anybody ever says this is their first time flying, we will make sure to make it as rocky of a flight as possible, alright? Fantastic. I see their heads are a little smushed to the roof, but you know what? I'd rather see that than them sitting under the tail of the Bonanza and all the nonsense that we've been seeing since the start, so I am A-okay with that. Let's get our lights on here as well. Perfect. Because I love the Bonanza. It was just such a shame that the passengers were always glitched out with it, so I would do VIP charter missions, but for some reason in the sim update 2 beta, the VIP missions are gone and the charter flights. So hopefully in another beta build that we might get this week, we'll see if the 3rd one comes out, we'll get those missions back in here. Because these types of aircraft are always my favorite. Same with the Pipers that we'll eventually be getting in the sim as well. Just something about them always enjoyable. And nice, it's a great go-to plane, Baxter. I love this thing. But see, I've been talking about this too. The sim does this weird boxy stuff when it's by water. I don't know what it is, but it seems like whenever there's like a shore to a pond or a lake, it does that weird stuff. Because I've noticed this so many times now, like the sim just thinks it's something else, I guess, and makes these weird blobs on the water. I'm not sure what it is with that, but we've noticed that quite a bit now at this point. Mouse is a game changer on Xbox. The MIAP Pro 24 is a really nice addition also. There's a stand made for it also, so it goes right on top of my Turtle Beach yoke. Nice. Got the whole setup over there, Don. Very nice. I find it funny when people scream unnecessarily during turbulence. Is this like in real life or just in the sim? I have yet to experience like major turbulence in an aircraft in real life. You know, some bumps here and there going over the Great Lakes or anything like that, but none of the roller coaster action-packed turbulence that I've seen videos of. It is truly amazing how much a plane can go through when it's doing that type, going through that type of turbulence. I mean, just imagine all the stress that's going on with the wings flexing and just the fuselage itself. Like, that's just, it's truly amazing how much, like, it's just, it's cool how much that can handle that stress. Well, they gave us the longest taxi possible here. Last time I'm coming to Portugal. Just kidding. It was broken early on, but SC1 seems to have fixed it. I had no end of issues with autopilot. Rocking a full honeycomb setup now with Charlie rudder pedals are available in UK. I can fully recommend. Nice. Everybody's got all kinds of good setups going on. I love it. On my way to Singapore. Oh, taxi speed here. How's this for taxiing, speeding here? Oh, Christina, are you enjoying your first flight, by the way? All right. Anyways, see, this is what this is the fun part about getting just a random profile for career mode. You take things a little less seriously, you know. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing this in our real profile. But I still kind of like to keep things as real as possible. Just sometimes we goof around a little bit, you know. Alright, after taxiing for about 10 miles, we have reached our hold short position. Oh, I keep hitting the enter key on the keyboard like it's plugged in or something.
Tower. CTWN 32 Foxtrot.
Oh,
India
man.
811 at runway 25, ready for departure.
Our controls are free and clear.
CTWN 32 Foxtrot Lima India 811. QNH 101 departing straight out approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 25.
Oh, there we go, hitting the keyboard again. It keeps showing the keyboard binds because I had it plugged in for a second. So it throws me off. Little notch of flaps in here.
As you know, I'm really anxious about.
And yep, Adam, I have the same one, HOTUS 1. I once did a real-time flight to Marrakesh from Manchester, England. All the instrument displays went black on final, and I had to land it by eye. That really put the wind up me. I'm sure it did. Hopefully not something you have to deal with anymore. It's definitely an odd one. I forgot to put the heat on too. Oh. And off the ground.
Only one way to find out. So far, so good.
Interesting airport. It must have been military at some point. All those little pockets there. Alright, so first, let's get the pitot heat on. Right there. And let's bring our RPM back a little bit as well. That way we're not killing our engine. Noticed a few little stutters around here.
Are you okay? Not too scared?
Not at
Oh,
all.
well, I think we went to like an international airport. I don't even know what we clicked on. No wonder it looked like a military base. Oh my goodness, it's very sensitive on where I click it. Click the thing! There we go. Oh yeah. Airbase, nice.
Montijo Tower.
Gee, I wonder why it looked like a military base.
811 frequency change.
Now we know why. Because it was set an altitude of 1,000 feet. I was like to have the boxes on for 108. That seems kind of slow. Well, we're getting there. I know it's complaining because we're idle. Actually looks pretty decent on the Xbox around here. Even the photogrammetry going on, nice. Screen out of the way here. Yeah. Because I don't really care what score we get as long as we're just flying around here. Almost stalling out now.
500.
The aircraft's flying a bit low, isn't it?
I can go lower, Christina, if you'd like. What do you think about flying at 10 feet off the ground? Does that sound nice? I did your 13 mil flight and straight line the EFB, removed all the waypoints, etc., and went through about 7 restricted airspace zones. Wasn't shot down though, see? I'd call that a success. Are we good here, by the way? I think we are. Yeah, okay. I was just wanting to, because you know, I want to enjoy the view as well. It's not just for the passengers. I mean, my goodness.
I'm feeling better now. I'm almost enjoying the ride.
Almost.
I can tell you're pushing past your nerves. That's awesome. Well done.
A little train station going on down here. I like this building here. I don't know. To me, it's looking great on the Xbox. Oh, look at the stadium over here on the right. We'll have to fly over that before we get to the other spot, because that's going to be the other direction. I mean, getting this level of photogrammetry detail as well as the frame rate being very nice. I've been very pleased with our Xbox adventure today. That's a cool building right there. My goodness, is that a prison? Got the wings on it. Got a memorial park or something.
I can't take it all in.
Well, Christina, how about you look faster and you can take it all in that way, alright? I mean, I'm trying to look too. I'm not even paying attention to where the plane's going. I mean, my goodness. I want to enjoy the view too. I'm soaking it all in. Giving me all this crap over here. I mean, oh, look at the bridge. Oh, I didn't even see that. Nice. Look at that. Very cool. Oh, there's a giant bridge over there too. Oh, very cool. Are we good, by the way? Okay, we are. I want to go over by that stadium here. Oh, the thing that looked like a prison was a museum? I bet that's a cool museum to go through then.
I worried that I'd be dizzy, but I feel fine.
Oh, do you feel fine? Don't worry, our 2 barrel rolls are still coming up, so there's time to not feel fine here very shortly. Best glider flight I've done is from Santa Cruz North Tenerife Airport, anti-clockwise, around Mount Ted? To land in, oh my goodness, anyway, no engine, just towed to 1,700 feet and went off. I went, nice, Baxter, that's awesome. Oh, even the Emirates logo down there.
I can't wait to experience landing too.
Nice. Here, hang on, let me get to the passenger. There we go. Oh, it still moves it back there. Hang on. There we go. Very nice. There's actually a lot of nice things to look at around here. My goodness. Everywhere you're looking, it's like, oh, I want to fly over there. But I want to fly on the top of this hill here. Then we'll go by that bridge. And nice, Claudio. Well, I see why you wanted us to fly around here. It's already looking fantastic. And Baxter gigabit speeds. Fiber internet. What is that? What is going on over here? I need to go to Portugal, do some visiting, because this might be closed off though. This looks more military stuff here. But my goodness, everywhere we're flying, there's something cool to look at. I love it.
500.
Trees aren't loading fully here just yet.
Definitely a bucket list moment for me.
Where's the pubs? Well, I don't drink alcohol personally, so I'll definitely forward any information I find out for you. Oh no, Adam! So you'll definitely be utilizing the downloadability that'll be coming in Sim Update 3. which hopefully that'll be a big help for you. And Pilot Boy, yes, you are correct. This almost looks like the Golden Gate Bridge right here.
And now the Parque Julio Jose Ferraz. Cool.
Let's make sure I don't hit the other support. There we go. Okay, just want to make sure we were away from that. Oh, look at that statue. Oh, look at the tree. Oh, look at the... Oh, what the heck is going on there? We got like cherry blossoms going on? Hold up. Very nice. We'll look at it a bit more. We have to circle around here, though. I feel like we should be circling around that statue, though. If you need a tour guide, hit me up. Nice. Perfect. Got 500, but still get pop-in of textures and paper planes, origami ground crew. SU2 only slightly better since they've increased the number of planes on the ground. You're allowed to drink... I mean, honestly, the only thing I drink is water. I mean, I used to drink quite a bit of soda, but I haven't done that in years either. Water or some unsweetened iced tea is pretty much my consumption of drink. Alright, I want to go back to this area here because that looked awesome.
Montijo Tower, CTWN 32 Foxtrot, Lima,
Well,
India,
this is the Xbox
116
version of
miles,
it. We're not on
west,
PC today,
1,100 feet
so
to land.
we'll definitely have to return here on the PC side of things, see what's going on. But to me, considering this is on an Xbox, I think it's looking very good.
Fly left traffic runway 25, CTWN 32 Foxtrot, Lima, India 811.
Oh, that looks like a toll road. God dang, how many lanes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that look like 12 or so.
Wow. I'm usually more articulate, but wow.
Because to me, I'm surprised that the photogrammetry even looks like that on Xbox, really. Because I remember them looking a lot worse before. But yeah, we'll definitely be revisiting this. We'll do some career stuff in Lisbon on the PC sometime this week.
It's like we don't have any sense of scale from up here.
Alright, Christina, you ready for that barrel roll I was promising earlier? I know it's your first flight and all, but... You ready? I'm just kidding, we're not gonna do that. Back to the military base. I mean, the biggest difference between 2020 and 2024, of course, is the fact that you're streaming stuff as opposed to it being installed. It's funny to me because I remember in 2020 everybody was complaining about how big of a size the 2020 was, and now that it's smaller and everything's streamed, everybody's like, I want to download everything again. But again, Sim Update 3 is going to start bringing in some of that downloadability functionality into the sim, so that'll be fun to mess with, and hopefully those of you that are, you know, not with great internet will be able to have a better experience as well because of that. So we'll see what's going on. Oh, I don't need these boxes anymore, thank you. I mean, we've flown the 730. I mean, it's just doing it with this specific mission for some reason, probably because of the photogrammetry, but we've flown the 737 and that was running. So, I mean, honestly, this is the best the Xbox version's run ever. It was crap before. I never enjoyed any moment I was in the Xbox version before that. This is the most fun I've had with the Xbox side of the sim since its release. Well, again, just because you're streaming the planes, that's why you have that texture stuff going on. But to me, the planes look great now in Sim Update 2. Just like the 737 we flew earlier. I mean, the models are pretty much as they are on PC. Because the LODs have been improved in Sim Update 2 as well. There's less pop-in or things missing off the plane and so forth. Just really high detail. You're not seeing anything that's low quality or anything like that. So, I don't know. To me, this is the best the Sim's ever been on the console.
CTWN 32 Foxtrot Lima India 811.
Cleared to land runway 25.
Cleared to land runway 25.
Cleared to land runway 25. CTWN 32 Foxtrot Lima India 811.
Oh, that was a much tighter turn than I thought it was. Oops. Goodness, first time landing the Bonanza.
That landing was so smooth.
Wasn't it, Christina? I agree. Lovely. That was a great flight around here, though. Really enjoyed that. Didn't even get to a taxi. That's another thing that's still, like, the whole performance thing still needs to be improved for sure. That's alright. Where are we taxiing to?
Back to the airport, guys.
Thankfully nothing too far away.
Christina, you want to fly again?
What an exciting ride.
And thank you, pilot. Appreciate it. And yes, I am flying with a Thrustmaster HOTUS 1. That is what I'm using. Or have used since Flight Sim 2020. Oh, it's all good. We're about to wrap up this stream anyways, so I'm not too worried about it. What a great first flight in my Bonanza. It's so nice not having the people outside the aircraft anymore. I mean, my goodness, the person that was sitting under the tail here, or the Cessna Corvallis where they walk on the right side of the aircraft, all that's thankfully gone now. And then again, can't wait to do some private charter flights with the Bonanza and so forth, and get back into the Corvallis. That'll be nice. What I miss? You missed a lot, Andre. You've missed a 2-hour and 46-minute stream, all on the Xbox side of the sim, which, my opinion, has changed tremendously, because I never really had any enjoyment on the Xbox side of things until today. I think Sim Update 2 is a great leap forward for it. Obviously, there's still room for improvement, yes. But this is the same level of fun that I've been having on PC, and it's the first time I've felt that on the Xbox side of things, so to those on the Xbox, I think you're going to be very happy with Sim Update 2 when it comes out. I think it's still aiming for the end of April, and then we'll see if we get another build this week, since we already had 2 of them in the first week. But if we do get it, I'll be sure to let you guys know as usual. Hopefully by then my voice will be back to normal and not a mess. We can only hope. And yeah, we'll definitely do some more Xbox stuff every time there's an update. We'll at least do one stream over it just to see how it's doing and so forth. That way those of you only on Xbox can also enjoy that.
I can see that anxiety has turned into excitement. Well done.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. The hold to complete shutdown procedure is glitched, because I'm holding right and down at the same time, and it's just, you see the bar there. Maybe if I tap it fast enough, it'll eventually get there, but it's just, it's glitched out for some reason. Nope, the tapping doesn't work either. Here, I'll just, this is easy to shut off anyways. There you go, that's how you shut it off without the button. Done. Sightseeing quality 64%, whatever. Man, oh man, oh man. Well, alright everybody, again, thank you to those that were requesting an Xbox stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And again, hopefully the experience will be better for you as well. I don't know why it would be different from my Xbox, since it's not like a PC, so... but yeah, this was a pleasant surprise. Like I've been saying, I've never really enjoyed the Xbox version of the sim. It's just been something that I was just not having a great time with until today. I feel like Sim Update 2 is a great leap forward for it. I mean, the fact that you can fly a 737 and load into it within 20 seconds or less at a busy, handcrafted airport is awesome. So, let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. I think we're good. And you're welcome, Claudio. I'm glad we could finally get over to it. Oh, you have a Thrust Master HOTUS as well? Nice, it is. It's a great one. 100% enjoyed it, my friend. More Xbox content, please. Not enough on YouTube. Well, yeah, we'll definitely make sure to do this every time there's an update, just to see how it's doing on the Xbox side of things as well. Especially since a lot of you are playing on the Xbox. I'm more than happy to keep coming back to the Xbox version for you. So... with that being said, thank you guys again for all the support you've given the channel on the Flight Sim series. I'm so glad you guys continue to enjoy it, and I will talk to you guys next time.